Там, где пропаганда, там война.
War and conflict will always push back freedom of speech.
Almost 80% of the world's population are now living in countries which are not democracies. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and others strengthening themselves and growing immensely.
The phenomenon of bubbles, where you just go into your own chamber of echo and you will have corrupt opinions because they have not been weighed.
There's so many different versions of every single fact that you can find a version of the fact that you like. That will lead to long-term polarization of society.
When you're pumped full of anger and hate, you act in the real world. We have chaos and impunity in the virtual world. This needs to stop.
Censorship and surveillance is being driven by the market. Much of our news and information system is now dependent on oligarchs, basically making decisions on our behalf.
Governments are targeting human rights defenders, journalists, activists by shutting down the internet.
The digital authoritarians have come together to suppress our right to express ourselves, to endanger people's faith and trust in fact-based information.
World Expression Forum is the most interesting place to be for everyone who is interested in freedom of expression.
World Expression Forum is an opportunity to join forces and to do something together and maybe reach even further.
To have this kind of conversations. What are the opportunities? How do we see this? Let's disagree, let's agree. That's what it's all about these days in Norway.
The most important thing about such a forum is to exercise the muscle to tolerate other people's opinions.
A gathering of champions of human rights and of solidarity.
A timely opportunity to bring together voices from around the world to discuss real solutions, real reforms.
That's the only way that you can actually find solutions, by having people across the information value chain in the same building at the same time.
It's the first global conference in Norway of such ambition and scope, touching on almost every aspect of freedom of expression that I can think of.
Freedom of speech is being used to stifle freedom of speech. I think this is one of the places where you can talk to people who are enmeshed in the problem.
We can all imagine how the world would be if journalists and human rights defenders are not free to do their work.
And this forum is the antidote to come together and to be strong. And that's why it's important to be here, and that this forum takes places very often, even when it closes. It should remain in all minds.
We have to restore public trust in the integrity of information if we are to save our democracy, if we are to advance a sustainable development.
What made World Expression Forum 2022 such a unique experience, where all the participants from more than 50 countries sharing their thoughts, understanding, ideas. When we are working on our next World Expression Forum, we are really building on everything we learned, and we are looking forward to everything else we will learn. We will really like to see you all coming to Lillehammer in May 2023. See you there!